All right, everybody, it is time, noon yoga time. Let's start in mountain pose. Be sure you have a strap. Just make your way up to mountain pose. We'll take a few moments in standing as you continue to settle in, fully arrive in the space, and prepare for your moving practice. Let's start in stillness. Get reacquainted with breath. Connect to the earth. And just be here. So perhaps a few deep breaths. A nice full inhale to feel the expansion in your lungs. Exhale to empty. Maybe one more like that. A nice full breath in. Feel the expansion, the opening up the lungs and heart space. And exhale. And just continue with your slow, steady breaths. Mindful, intentional breathing. Good. Aware of the feeling of the breath as it moves through you. How your body responds to breath. And you can even move with your breath as you're breathing. You check in with your body, starting with your head, your neck, your shoulders, and just work your way down your body. Just noticing how you're feeling at this moment, assessing what you might need from your practice today, and a reminder that it is your practice. So move in the way that you need to move. Enjoy postures that will benefit you today. Listen to the sound of your breath. Just deepening this connection. And perhaps on your next inhale, just feel the breath rising upward, once again filling up your lungs, very expansive and opening. And this exhale, as you're able, just pull the belly in towards your spine, that light contraction of your abdominal muscles as you engage the abdominal lock. Good. Breath control, pranayama. Inhale, feel breath rising, filling up the lungs. Even feel the lengthening in your spine, feel tall. Exhale, draw inward. This connection to your center body. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Prepare your body to move. Remember to modify any poses and rest when you need to. And when you're ready, inhale and extend your arms out and up. Big stretch as you reach into the air. Yes, exhale, fold forward, so a good hinge from your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to, and just find yourself slowly floating downward towards the ground. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins or your knees, only rising up halfway to a nice flat back like a table. Exhale, folding back down. A slow progression. Take your time, even pause before reaching your toes. And just notice these sensations in your body. The stretch in the hamstrings. Notice the curvature of the spine, gravity drawing you downward, feeling heavy perhaps. Maybe your arms are just hanging there. Maybe shake them out. Big circles with the shoulders. Perhaps a nod, yes. A shake of your head, no. And even a yawn. Open your mouth wide just to stretch and release any tension you might be holding in your jaw, your mouth, your neck. 2 more breaths. Let's return to standing. So first, shifting your weight back into your heels. Bend your knees to lower your hips like you're sitting in a low chair. Maybe arms extend out to the side or forward and rise up with an inhale. Reaching up. And exhale, you can bring your hands together down to your heart or arms down to your side to return to your mountain pose. Take a moment, take a breath. Keep this connection, deepen this connection. Let's flow through that sequence again. Inhale, reaching out and up, feel the lengthening through the sides of your body. Exhale, fold forward. Good hinge from the hips, soft knees. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back, long spine. Exhale, folding over, releasing head, neck, and shoulders. Same weight, shift into the heels, bend your knees, lower hips, and rise up with an inhale, reaching out and up, another nice big stretch. And exhale, hands to heart or arms down to your side. Finishing here, another pause. Good. Continue to listen to your body. Let's move through our full sun salute. Here we go. Inhale, reaching into the air. Even tip the chin up, gazing past your fingertips. Exhale, leading with your heart, fold forward. Always okay to bend your knees as you guide your way downward. Inhale, rise up halfway to your flat back. Sometimes I call it monkey pose. Exhale, fold all the way down we go. Hands to the mat. Near the top edge of your mat, big step or walk or hop back to plank pose. Let's pause here for a moment. Nice flat palms, push firmly into the mat, strong arms. Inhale. And the exhale, soften your knees, bend your knees, send your hips into the air while your head and chest sink between the arms, our shortcut to downward facing dog. And once you're here, make any adjustments with your feet, maybe your hands, settle into your pose. And whatever you like to do here, whether it's just be in stillness, breathe, enjoy the sensation, or even add movements here, maybe pedaling the feet. Press one heel down as the other heel lifts, feeling the stretch in your toes, your calves. Yeah, good. Bending the knees, hips shifting side to side. And if at any point your shoulders, elbows, or wrists get fatigued, just come down to your knees. Moving from here, a nice full breath in, filling up the lungs. Exhale, that core connection, belly draws in, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop. Both feet return to the top of your mat to your forward fold. Good job. Inhale, rise up halfway to your flat back, monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Weight shift into the heels, bend your knees. Inhale, let's reverse the swan dive as we grow tall, reaching high. This exhale, take chair pose or a chair-like position, just sitting back and down into the seat. It could be a high seat, could be a low seat. We'll take a breath in and exhale, dive out of your chair, down towards toes, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway up. Our exhale to fold, bend your knees, hands out front near the top edge of your mat, walk, step, or hop, feet back into plank pose. We'll pause for a moment just to enjoy the strength and length in the body. On the exhale, you can take that same shortcut to down dog, or with your exhale, finish your push-up. I'm going to modify mine by sending knees to the floor first, bend elbows, lower chest, your back bend. Could be an upward facing dog or a low cobra or something in between. And exhale, just guide your way into downward facing dog. Whatever sequence you choose will always meet here, and you can just take your time to get here. First leg extension, inhale, extend right leg up, reaching back, hold for a moment, reach through the heel of your foot or the balls of your foot or pointed toes, reach while hands press firmly into the mat, getting longer. Inhale. Exhale, step right foot to the top of the mat or behind the right hand. We'll turn left heel to the earth behind you, making sure both feet feel solid. There's some good balance here. So you can lift your hands, reach forward, hinge from hips, rising up. We'll pause in our warrior one. Reach high, lunge low. Just giving the opportunity for some leg strength in the front. We'll hip flexor release in the back. Inhale. And exhale, we'll hinge and fold, plant the hands into the earth, slide right foot back, plank pose. Just a brief pause for that realignment. Complete your series as you'd like. You always have that choice of a shortcut right away to downward facing dog, or a complete or partial flow to your down dog posture. Make any adjustments once you arrive. Then inhale to extend left leg up, reaching back. Strong straight line if you can. It doesn't have to lift high. Reach through your heel or the balls of your foot or pointed toes. Hands root into the earth. Inhale. Exhale, step left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel to the earth. Shifting weight back, plant it. Balance between the feet, light hands. So you can easily hinge from hips to rise up. Pausing here. facing forward. Left knee and toes pointing forward. That outside edge of your back foot, make sure it's connecting to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, let's hinge and fold. Return to the ground, plant the hands. Slide left foot back. Complete the series as you'd like. And we'll meet in downward facing dog for a couple of breaths. Let's do a little floor work. Let's bring the knees to the floor. Sit back briefly into hero. We'll swing the legs around to the front here. Extend the legs. Let's work our way to staff pose and eventually to a seated forward fold. And you're welcome to use a strap for your forward fold. Let's start here with straight legs, flexed feet. Feel like the heels are moving forward, toes are coming back towards you. And let's assist the lengthening of the spine by planting the hands into the ground by your hips and just push, lift to extend. Maybe roll shoulders back as you're able. Engage upper back muscles, squeeze, and even the belly. Draw in. That's our staff pose or Dandasana. Very active sitting position, good. Stay tall up top, maybe free your hands, reach out, reach up. And the exhale, start to hinge forward just a little bit. You can bring the hands down to the legs. Again, you're welcome to use a strap here or just have free hands. You can decide. Inhale, keep extending through the spine at this new angle. Exhale, start to slowly step down the legs with the hands, folding a bit more. Pausing, breathing. And if you decide that you're going to go a little deeper, a little lower, feel free to bend your knees, round your back, lower your chin, using the strap perhaps as a way to kind of hold yourself in place with the strap around the feet if you'd like. Just going to hold here for a bit. We'll be working with our legs today, so we're going to give them a nice stretch in this initial seated posture. If the back is rounded, a nice stretch through the back body. Taking deep breaths. Breathe into the sensations. Breathe into the areas that would help open up your body. What feels tight? What parts feel tense? Let's take 3 more breaths here. And free the hands, we'll reach forward. We'll inhale, hinge our way back up, creating a capital L shape, maybe a little extra reach here at the top. And we'll bring the hands back down for a brief staff pose here. And then soften. We're going to lie down here, so you might want to scoot forward and then carefully roll down onto your back. Draw knees in. Catch them in your hands. So a little relief perhaps for your back after sitting up tall and folding forward, and also some relief for the legs after being stretched out. Let's get into the joints of the feet. So ankles, maybe circle the feet, flex your feet, point your toes, even wiggle your toes if you can. Even check in with your hands, your wrists. Circle your wrists, wiggle your fingers. Let's prep for bridge pose. Let's set the feet onto the ground. Make sure you make a solid connection with the ground like you're standing in mountain pose. And when you're ready, nice full breath in, fill up your lungs. Exhale to engage your center, nice support as you now lift hips away from the ground. You can lift a little bit. Even slide a block underneath you to sit on for a supported bridge pose, or even use your hands to sit in, or use the hands to help lift you up, or continue lifting until you find the sensation that feels best for you at this point. You notice where you have sensation. For me, it starts with the thighs and hips. And if I get my arms and shoulders a bit more underneath me, it starts to open the chest a bit more. Bracing myself up top by bending elbows so my arms are at 90 degrees so I can press the backs of the arms into the ground. That might be a good way to stabilize the upper body, help you lift and open. and sustain this lift. And just check in. Notice all these sensations. Breathe into them. And take 2 more breaths. Start to soften after the second breath. Wiggle the feet forward slightly. Extend your arms into the air just to create space in your whole back so you can roll your way down safely all the way to the ground. Go ahead and extend the body here. Reaching back with the arms, extend the legs out front. Actively reach in these opposite directions. We're going to make our way to boat pose, so perhaps draw knees into chest initially. You can rock forward and back, rock your way up to your seat, or roll to your side and press yourself up to your seat. And just guide your way into your boat pose. I usually start with my feet on the floor, holding on to bent knees with the hands to help extend spine, just like staff. I just want to make sure there's a good extension in the back, and then lean back to the proper tension you want to create. Hold here. My chin is dropped. We want to make sure we have a nice long spine, so you want to lift the chin so it matches the rest of the spine. Heels can stay on the floor or let them float into the air. Shins parallel to the floor. You might activate the feet, flex the feet, or point your toes, whatever feels good, whatever works for you. Knees can stay bent, or you can extend the legs. They don't have to go fully straight. Free the hands or hold on. Lots of options. We're going to move from here. Breathe in like you're floating up. Exhale, cross legs, maybe hands in front or even to the side. So you can get your feet back behind you. Return to that straight line of strength, plank pose. Take a shortcut to down dog. Soft knees, hips to sky. Head and chest sink. Adjust feet and hands. Arrive in your posture. Second lunge series. Inhale, extend right leg up. Strong straight line. Right foot to the top of the mat. Back to our warrior one setup. Left heel to the earth. Shift weight back, fully planted back there so you have light hands, easy enough to hinge up. Exhale, opening to your left. Warrior two as arms come down to parallel. Adjust your feet, your legs. Yes. So you have a nice solid foundation. Yeah, check in, even look at your body. Right knee and toes pointing forward. Back leg feels good. No tightness in the hip, knee, or ankles. Side angle is reach forward. Follow the right arm forward. Angled upper body. There you go. Rotate the arms. Reach high, reach low. Yeah, feel free to stay up high. Don't have to go down low. Check in with hips. What are they saying today? They might say, I don't need to go down too low today. Excellent. Breathing in, ready to move. Exhale to turn. We'll fold, hands to the earth. Pull that right foot back. There's plank. Brief pause for realignment. In your shortcut to down dog. Arrive in the pose. Make your adjustments. And then the other side. Inhale, extending left leg up and back. Strong straight line. Energetically reach. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Landing, right heel to the earth. Take your time with these. Yes. Find your center. Hinge from hips like you're opening the lid of the box. Opening to your right, warrior two. Adjust your strong foundation. Look at your foundation. Check in. Where are you? In side angle pose. Reach out. Yes. Rotate here. Stay high. Go low. If you just do decide to go low, take your time to get there. Breathe your way into the depth of your own pose. Wonderful. Yes, good openings here. Strength building, endurance. Here we go. Breathe in. Exhale, return to the earth. Plant the hands. Slide left foot back. Plank pose. You can still take that shortcut to down dog or finish that full vinyasa or partial vinyasa. Your flow to get you to downward facing dog. Take a breath or two in down dog just to arrive here. Return to standing. So a nice full breath in. Exhale, walk, step, or hop both feet up to the top of the mat to our forward fold. Take your time if you need to. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's hold our forward fold in the same manner as our seated forward fold. Now we have a standing forward fold. In this case, you're going to lean slightly forward so there's a little bit more weight towards your toes, just a little bit more weight. That's it. See if that changes the dynamic or sensation in your hamstrings. Here also, maybe hold on to the backs of your legs. Maybe down, it could be your calves, it could be your knees, might be down near your ankles. Okay? Just holding on. So when you inhale, just try to extend your spine. You may not move at all, but just feel like you're lengthening. You don't have to lift up, just extend. And exhale, using the hold of the legs with your hands, draw yourself down into your fold. Do that again. Just inhale. Feel like you're telescoping through the spine, lengthening. Exhale with the aid of holding onto the legs. Draw yourself downward. Again, that lean forward slightly towards toes. Heels are still touching the ground, but they're just a bit lighter. Okay, now we shift into the heels. Light toes. Bend the knees, lower your hips. Extend the spine again, arms out to the side. Float all the way up with an inhale. There you go. Reaching up. Hold for a second here. Nice and tall. Exhale, arms down to your side. Wonderful. Good. Little movement of the shoulders. Check in. Wrists and fingers. Even down your body. Hips, knees, feet, and toes. All right, little balance. Tree pose here. So, of course, standing on 2 feet to establish balance on 2 feet. Soft knees, start shifting weight into your right foot, root into the floor, nice strong thigh engagement. Inhale, get tall, fill up the lungs. Exhale through the mouth perhaps to engage your core, just like boat. Then we'll peel that left foot up off the ground, maybe flexing the foot so the leg stays strong and energized. We'll swing that knee out until it just naturally stops. Could be here, it might be a bit more. And we'll place the foot on the inside of the standing leg. If you place it on the inner thigh, feel free to hold on to the ankle, that's fine. Or lower still. Inhale, extend your arms up into the air. That dynamic of moving in opposite directions, reaching up, but rooting into the earth with the standing foot. Creating space around the center. Your left knee might point a bit more towards the side of the room. Focus is either directly forward or downward at the ground or something out in front of you that you can easily focus on. Good. Yes. No worries if you need to step out of the pose, part of the process, no worries. Keep arms extended. We'll swing left knee forward, lifting your knee with the flexed foot. Plant your foot into the ground. Rebalance on 2 feet and then bring your arms back down to your side. You're done, so shake all that loose. Shoulders, your right foot, just stretch your foot and toes there. And come back to mountain pose. Starting fresh, starting new. Soft knees, shifting weight into your left foot. Strong plant. Inhale, grow tall and light. Fill up the lungs. Exhale, core connection. Now we're ready. Picking up right foot. Flexing the foot, maybe thighs parallel to the ground. And just swing that knee out like you're opening a gate till it stops. Hips are still square. Placing foot on the inside of the standing leg. High, medium, or low using the ground. Inhale, extending arms all the way up. They might go out. You might bend elbows slightly. Just keep active hands. You can even bring hands to heart center. Breathing. Exhaling to engage the abdominal lock, focusing on something out in front of you, or drop your eyes so you can see something down on the floor. Taking on the same tactics as we use in meditation. Focus, concentration. Good. Keep arms extended. We'll swing right knee forward, lifting knee, flexed foot. Plant the foot into the ground, rebalance, and arms can return to your side. Yep, shake it all loose. Move it out. Let it go. Good. Yes. Take your time. Join us when you're ready. And inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, just moving at your own pace. Going through our flow here. Inhale, rise up halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold. Here we go, all the way down. Bend your knees. Plant the hands into the earth. Hop, step, or walk feet back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bottom of the push-up. Inhale, perhaps up dog. Cobra, Sphinx. Exhale, onto toes. Hips to sky, head sinks. There it is. Still moving. Inhale, extend right leg up. Let's hold it here. Let's open the hip. Bend your right knee. Heel down towards backside. A little lift of the knee. Slight twist in the spine. Let's check in with the upper body as well. Make sure hands are firmly pushing to the floor. Shoulders still feel pretty square. You haven't dipped significantly into your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, unwind from that rotation. Step right foot forward, landing. Left heel to the earth behind you. Find center, find balance, then float up. Warrior 1. Exhale, open Warrior 2. Quick adjustment of the feet, arriving in Warrior 2. Side angle, reach out, tip it over, rotate the arms. We're going to keep this moving. Yes, find your pose. Inhale, exhale, turn, hands to the floor. We're going back to down dog. Plant the hands, sweep your right foot back and up into the air. Straight line, hold. Strong straight line. Going back to a lunge here, high lunge. Next, exhale, step through. Right foot stepping forward. Left heel stays lifted, but still shift your weight back towards that lifted left heel. So we have the center of gravity here to help you rise up. There it is. Reach high, lunge low. Different sensation perhaps in left hip flexor. Making our way to triangle. You're going to rise up to straighten mostly that front leg. Turn to your left as the heel comes down to the floor behind you. Arms to parallel. You're set for triangle. If your feet feel like they're too far apart, bring them closer together. That's fine for triangle. And then reach out. You've got it. Tip it over. Straight legs, or straight as can be. Right hand might be at thigh, knee, shin, or ankle. Create the sensation that your right hamstrings would appreciate without forcing it. Good. Coming out of the pose, let's start by bending the right knee into a lunge so you have leverage to come back up through Warrior 2. Reverse your Warrior. Yes, reaching up, maybe slightly behind you. To get a little side bend here. Yes. Big cartwheel around and down to the ground. Both hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Finish your full sequence if you'd like to. Modify it if you desire. Meeting in down dog. Take your time, no rush. Okay, same sequence, other side. When you're ready, inhale, extend the left leg straight up and back. We're going to open the hip here, bending the knee. Left knee bends, heel towards backside, slight lift of the knee. There's a twist that occurs in the low back. Opening up through that left hip, hands root into the floor. Square shoulders as best as you can without dipping too much into the right shoulder. Breathe in, exhale, unwind, step through. Left foot to the top, back to Warrior 1. Plant the heel into the earth. Find balance, then rise. Yes, open, Warrior 2. Adjust, arrive, flow. Side angle, reach out, tip it over. Rotate arms, reach high and low. We're going to keep this moving. Breathe in, more extension. Exhale, move. Turn, fold, hands to the floor. Slide left foot back and up into the air. Return to down dog, left leg extended. Straight lines. Exhale, left foot steps through, land. High lunge, right heel stays lifted, all 10 toes pointing forward. Shifting weight back so you're not putting extra pressure in this front knee. Hinging from hips with a straight spine. Hold for a moment. A little balancing lunge here. Then we'll rise up, helping to straighten this front leg. Pivot to the right, heel to the floor behind you. Arms to parallel. Change your foot position if you need to in your triangle pose. Rotate. Extend. Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Feel the extensions in your body. Another opportunity to get this nice leg stretch. Good. Coming out of the posture, we'll bend the left knee, leverage so we can rise back up through Warrior 2. Reverse your Warrior. Little side bend, or just an extension through the left side. And a big windmill out of the posture. Back down to the earth. Plant the hands, slide left foot back, plank, finish your flow. Meeting in down dog. Let's return to the earth. You can bring the knees to the floor. Sit back into hero, then off to the side, legs around to the front. Okay, something similar to our staff pose. It'll be Janu Shirshasana or head to knee pose. We'll keep the right leg straight. Again, you can use a strap if you want to. Right leg will remain straight. We'll bend this left knee. Bring the foot to inner leg. Just like tree, you might bring it up to your thigh, but it can certainly be down lower if that feels better on the knee. If this knee doesn't touch the ground, it doesn't have to. Maybe you have a block or something to support it. Again, you're welcome to use a strap, or you can do this with free hands. I'm going to use a strap for this one. Let's get all set up. If you are using the strap, I'm going to sit up nice and tall. A little tug of the strap will help you get that nice spinal extension. Inhale. Exhale, draw belly in. Another tug of the strap, sending heart forward towards your toes. Start minimally. Take incremental movements. At any point, again, round your back, lower the chin, even bend the right knee. And for a little support, if you need it, if you do bend the knee so it doesn't feel like you have to hold that leg up, maybe you get a block or something underneath the bent knee, so it just kind of holds itself in place. This way we still get a nice leg extension in the right leg. Left leg gets a hip opener. Back gets a good stretch as you fold, especially if the back rounds. Good, yes. Three more breaths. If you've got a strap, maybe release the strap. Let's all free our hands, reach forward. Inhale, hinge your way back up. Here's our capital L. And exhale, hands down to the ground. We'll just lean back. We'll lift this left knee so you can extend that left leg forward and just bend the right knee. We'll set up for the other side. Use the props as you'd like, the block or the strap. And making sure we have a nicely extended spine when you're ready to flow. And inhale to grow tall. Exhale, start to hinge forward. Again, incremental movements. Take your time. You don't have to go all the way down all at once. Ease into it. Breathe into it. Notice the subtle changes in the body. These are good opportunities to just pay closer attention to how body responds to these poses, how the breath assists as you move into postures and hold them. Good. 3 more breaths. And again, if you're using a strap, let's free our hands. Reach forward. Inhale, hinge up. Reach up, lengthen spine. Maybe re-extend the left leg. And hands return to your side. Lean back. Let's bring this right knee up. Extend the leg. We're going to lie down again. So move your strap out of the way. Scoot forward. Roll down onto your back. Draw knees in. We're going to prep for another bridge pose, but we're going to add on to it. So another more relief for your back, relief for the legs. Check in with feet and ankles, wrists and fingers. All right, bridge. Plant the feet. Okay. Just going to lie flat here for a moment because we're going to add something here. But just with the knees bent, feet flat on the floor, let the body soften. See if you can just feel the body just settle here for a moment. All right, you're going to step your right foot a little bit more towards center. Get a sense that your heel is directly in front of your tailbone, perhaps. Keep that foot planted. Pick up the left foot, cross left ankle over right knee or thigh, flexing the left foot. So you have a crossed leg here. Bend your elbows so your arms are at 90 degrees. With an inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, drive right foot and the triceps into the ground, lifting the hips off the floor. You'll be getting the arms and shoulders a bit more underneath you for more upper body support. Now we move that right foot more towards center because you're kind of creating like a tripod or a table with 3 legs. So you want to have balance here. Check in with your hips. Maybe you can use your fingers or hands. Are the hips are they at the same level? Check in to check if the left hip has dropped lower than the right. Even them out. Last thing, let's extend the left leg up into the air. Maybe a light flex of the foot, right heel reaching for ceiling. That right leg still working hard for you to keep you lifted, as well as the arms. Lift. Yes. Breathe in. Good job. Exhale. Let's bend the left knee. Set the foot down. Bring your whole body down. Extend the whole body. Arms behind you. Legs out front. Stretch. Okay. We just add a dynamic to our bridge pose. Kind of making it a tripod bridge, and then we extend that leg. Okay, bend the knees, plant the feet, but keep the softness in the body. So you know the difference between this sensation of being a little bit more relaxed and compared to the fully engaged position. All right, stepping left foot to center, heel in front of the tailbone. Flat foot on the ground, cross right ankle over left thigh. Flex that foot. Bend elbows, arms push down. Inhale first, fill your body up. Exhale, move, lifting hips. Drive arms into the floor as you lift, maybe getting the arms and shoulders a bit more underneath you as you're able. Did both hips lift at the same tempo? Are they at the same level? Check in, use your hands or fingers. Is the right hip lower? Sometimes it is because of that crossed leg. Even them out if you can. Very dynamic. Last thing, let's extend the right leg straight up. A light flex of the foot, heel reaching for the ceiling. Left thigh working hard for you. Push the arms into the floor. See if you can lift a little higher. 3, 2, 1. Let's bend right knee. Set the foot down. Come all the way down. Re-extend. Notice the change. Boat pose. Draw knees in. Either rock up or roll to the side first. Either right into your boat pose or just come up so you can situate yourself getting into your boat pose. Feet could be lifted. They can still be on the floor, or even start here and bring them down. Long spine, tip chin up, nice long neck. Check in with spine. Is it still straight and strong? Maybe a breath. Maybe an exhale through the mouth so you can feel that core connection. Focus is probably slightly up at an angle near the top edge of the room there. Okay, moving, breathe in. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front or to the side. Feet back behind you, plank pose. Finish your flow as you'd like. You can just take a shortcut to down dog or some variation of a flow to get you to downward facing dog. Good. From down dog, let's return to standing. Nice full breath in. Exhale, bend knees, hop, step, or walk. Both feet up to the top of the mat to your forward fold. Inhale, rising halfway. Exhale, fold. We'll stay here a little longer, not too long, not like the other time. Maybe, again, holding onto the backs of the legs. Inhale to extend through spine. Exhale, with the assistance of hands behind the legs, draw yourself down a little deeper. Slight weight shift towards toes. And we'll soften that up, shifting weight into the heels. Bend your knees, take your imaginary seat as you lift to extend spine and arms. Inhale, rise up, reach up, yes. And exhale, arms down to your side. Check in. Good, all righty. More balancing, more dynamics, okay? Let me just quickly demo. Let me just hop into this pose. So I'm going to place the strap underneath my left foot, which means I'm going to balance on my right foot. Just watch for a second. My free hand here, I'm just going to place it on the hip, and with this hand, I'm actively pushing down while my torso tries to get tall, okay? It also gives my hand something to do, okay? And I'm rooting here, bending this knee. Even helps to, for me, I need to tuck my pelvis under to get the tailbone to point down, more core engagement. And we're going to extend the leg forward. Don't worry if it doesn't get here. It does not have to be parallel to the floor. It could be bent. It can even be down here. Okay? Wherever you are, just going to try to be as tall as we can. Again, rooting into the floor, hip going down, leg going down, torso rising. And if you need a little extra balance, maybe a hand out to the side could help. Okay, so let's go ahead and place strap underneath left foot. We'll be balancing on right, but stand as if you're, stand in mountain pose. Here we go, soft knee, shifting weight into the right foot. Plant it, strong leg here, hand on hip, pushing down, get tall with an inhale, lock it with the exhale. Then we'll marionette puppet our left foot up with the strap. Okay, hold for a moment here, just check in with balance and stability. A sense is feeling like you're up against a wall, flush against a wall. As you now extend left leg forward, again, it could be way down low if it's straight, or if it's bent, up there, okay? Focus is forward, or just like in tree pose, maybe something down low, just drop your eyes. Core engagement. Shoulders back, maybe engaging upper back. All right, bend the left knee. We'll set the foot back down onto the floor. Release, shake it out. Yeah, some hip work, everything gets worked there. Hips, core, back, legs, yeah? Okay, switch sides. Mountain pose, softening the knees, shifting weight into the left foot. Hand on hip, push down, get tall with an inhale. Exhale, core connection. Here's our right knee bending and lifting the foot. Establish balance. If you feel a little scrunched in the spine, get even taller, roll shoulders back because you're engaging upper back and low belly for support. Then extend your leg. Create those moments of stability in your body. Focus is forward or drop eyes. Good breathing. All right, bending the right knee, plant the foot, and release. Shake it out. Okay, you can just place the strap down, come back to your mountain pose. Good flow here. Go at your own pace. Inhale, reaching out and up. Big stretch, like you're lying on the floor. Exhale, swan dive. Release. Monkey pose, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the earth. Hop or step back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog or a cobra pose. And downward facing. Come to hero pose for a moment. Knees to the floor, sit back. Hopefully just briefly here, because we're just going to mimic what you just did in standing. We're just going to do it lying down. I'm just going to quickly show you. Here we're going to be lying down. We're going to get a strap, get it around a foot. I'm just going to do my left leg again and extend. Okay. The other leg will be straight out in front, flexed as if you were standing on the floor, lying nice and flat. You can even take an arm behind you or out to the side. Okay. So go ahead and lie down. This is the posture we'll be moving towards. You can go ahead and lie down. We'll start with that left leg. So draw left knee in. Get the strap wrapped around. Good. And extend the left leg into the air. That foot will be automatically flexed, but also flex right foot. Not too strongly. Not too strongly, yeah. So toes pointing up, heel reaching forward, long spine, lying flat on the ground. We're just holding here. Yeah, that left knee might be bent. It's okay if it is bent. Even bending it enough where using the strap to send the toes over your head towards the wall behind you, just increasing the stretch just a little bit. Don't force it. If it feels like it's too much, bend the knee more or soften that extension. Right leg is straight, flex the foot, back is flat. Three more breaths. After that third breath, just soften a little bit. Let's keep that left leg extended. As you're able, draw the right knee in toward your body. Extend that right leg up, switch feet in the strap if you can. We'll set that left foot down, extend that leg, and don't forget to flex the foot. And there we are, second side. And just like the other postures, just breathe into the sensations. Notice the subtle changes as you deepen the posture or even soften the posture. Sending the toes overhead. Soften the right knee if you need to. Or if you feel complete with this leg stretch, you can come out of the pose. Good, just a nice kind of static stretch as we just hold here. 3 more breaths. Noticing the sensation, there's a dynamic happening because of the stretched leg. Notice the transition here as we start to soften, bend the knee, release the strap. Perhaps extend the leg out in front, matching the other. Let's get rid of that strap. Reach both arms behind you, lengthen. Rest your arms down by your side, bend your knees so your feet are on the ground, as if you're moving into bridge, but we're not right now. Just soften right here. Perhaps taking the arms out to the side like a capital T. Engage your core. It's an exhale, little tip of the pelvis to try to get the low back closer to the floor. Lift one foot off the floor, then the second foot, and then extend both legs into the air. Just holding the legs up on their own. If you need to bend the knees a little or a lot, please do so. Use the core to help manage the extension of the legs. Arms out to the side for a little balance, or change the arm position if you need to. Bless you. Three more breaths. Just going to move into a spinal twist from here. So you can bend your knees so it'll soften the legs. Hug the knees in. You can use your hands. Let's twist to the left. So bring the knees, or send the knees to the left. Extend your right arm to the right. Settle into this rotation. Let's take 3 more breaths on this first side. And when you feel ready to move, carefully and slowly return to center. Pause in center so your spine has the opportunity to come back to its neutral state. When you feel ready, send knees to the right, left arm to the left, or even behind you. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Already beginning to notice how you feel as we draw closer to our final posture of rest. And when you feel complete with the second twist, let's return to center. Set the feet onto the floor, that bridge prep position, just to continue feeling the body soften. You can go right into Shavasana from here, just by extending the legs out front, arms down by your side, or any other restorative pose. But if your body is calling for an additional movement that your body would appreciate, go ahead and take a few moments to do those poses first. Enjoying your final yoga poses, Eventually making your way to a comfortable, relaxing posture or position. Letting your body settle. Experience the ease of breath and body. And return to the awareness of your breath. Notice your breathing, just as you are paying attention to the breath at the beginning of your practice, the foundation of your practice. It allowed you to be here, fully, completely grounded. And the breath guided you in your practice today. Some focus on our legs, extensions, stretches, balancing, strength building. Take 5 slow breaths here. As you're breathing, feeling movement subtly return to your body. When you feel ready to move, please take your time. Roll slowly onto either side of your body. Perhaps a brief pause in this nurturing pose. And then continual slow progression to seated. Nice and tall, lengthen spine, relax shoulders and arms, finding stillness for a moment. And stay right where you are, or you can bring hands to heart center, and wherever you are, just take one more full and complete breath in and out. As we come to the close of our practice together, we bow, saying, Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.